All of us desire success. Everyone wants to change their life for the better. Yet sadly, most people never achieve it. Not because success is impossible, but because they believe that big results require big actions. They keep thinking they need a perfect plan, a perfect day to start, or a golden opportunity that never comes twice. And while waiting for all those things, their dreams slowly fade away, left behind over the years. But think about it, what if the secret to changing your life does not lie in giant leaps, but in very small steps? What if improving just 1% each day could completely transform who you are? The answer is yes. One small step today, repeated tomorrow, and maintained consistently throughout the year, the results will be far beyond your imagination. We often underestimate the power of small changes while expecting too much from big, dramatic efforts. Yet it is those silent, persistent steps that lay the foundation for greatness. Success, in the end, does not come from explosive actions taken once, but from small, consistent, and steady steps each day. Ahmed was just an ordinary student like so many others. His grades were unremarkable. He wasn't outstanding in sports, and in most areas he remained average. Whenever he looked around and compared himself to his friends, Ahmed felt small. His friends performed better, spoke more fluently, and seemed to carry a confidence he never had. Many times, Ahmed tried to change, studied hard for a week, only to give up when exhaustion came. He joined the gym with determination, but quit after 10 days. He set alarms to wake up early, but lasted only 3 days before slipping back into old habits. Each failure left him saying to himself, "Maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I'm destined to stay average." That thought replayed in his mind so often that Ahmed began to believe his dream of changing his life was nothing but an illusion. One afternoon, while wandering in the courtyard, Ahmed found his grandfather carefully polishing an old wooden chair. The chair was so worn out that Ahmed thought it could never look new again. Curious, he asked, "Grandfather, why do you spend hours polishing this chair? It will never look new." His grandfather smiled gently, continuing his small, steady strokes, and said, "Do you see? Each stroke may look small, but every time I add a little more shine, with patience the chair will glow again." Ahmed was puzzled, not fully understanding. His grandfather looked at him and said in a calm voice, "Life is like this chair, my child. You don't need to change it all at once. Just add a little light every day. That is the secret of transformation." Those simple words echoed deeply in Ahmed's heart. After that conversation, Ahmed began to think differently. Instead of forcing himself to change everything in just a few days, he decided to try the method his grandfather mentioned, a little each day. He called it the 1% rule. In the past, Ahmed set huge goals, studying for 3 hours every day, running 5 kilometers, or becoming fluent in English within weeks. But each time, the pressure crushed him. This time was different. He started small. Ahmed studied only 15 minutes a day. It was such a tiny amount that it felt effortless, yet enough to begin. The next day, he added 5 more minutes. The following day, another 5. Slowly, those 15 minutes grew into 2 focused hours of study each day without feeling overwhelming. In his fitness routine, he did the same. Instead of running long distances, Ahmed started with 5 push-ups. Each day, he added just 1 more. After a month, his 5 small push-ups had become 50 powerful ones. Even in English, once his greatest struggle, Ahmed changed his strategy. He no longer forced himself to study dozens of pages daily. Instead, he learned 5 new words each day. After a month, he had collected 150 words more than he had ever achieved before. At first, no one noticed his progress. Even Ahmed sometimes felt like nothing was changing. But that quiet persistence slowly added up. After a month, the results were clear. Longer study sessions, a stronger body, a richer vocabulary. And most importantly, the confidence he once lacked had begun to shine. As time passed, Ahmed's small changes produced sweet fruits. He didn't become a genius overnight, but each day of perseverance brightened his life. In class, Ahmed could now raise his hand confidently to answer questions. The knowledge he had built helped him understand lessons deeply and even explain them to his friends. On the playground, his body grew stronger and more energetic. Sports no longer left him breathless. Instead, he found strength to push further. In conversations, his growing vocabulary allowed him to speak more clearly and with greater confidence. One day, Ahmed entered the school debate competition. In the past, he would have avoided it, but this time, he stepped onto the stage with determination. His confident, fluent speech impressed the judges. When his name was announced as the winner, his classmates were astonished, and even his teachers were surprised. Everyone asked how he had changed so much. Ahmed smiled and simply said, "I didn't change everything in one day. I just became 1% better every day." That is the hidden truth of success. You don't need giant leaps. What you need are small, steady steps. 1% each day may seem trivial, but over time it becomes extraordinary strength. With just 1 year of persistence, you can be 37 times better than when you started. Success is not built on bursts of intensity, but on consistency. Greatness is not formed in a single moment. It is built step by step, one small change at a time. And when you look back, you will see that it was those tiny steps that created the great leap you always dreamed of. Ahmed's story reminds us of a crucial truth. Success doesn't require dramatic leaps. It begins with very small steps. You don't need to transform your whole life in one day. What you truly need is perseverance to improve just 1% each day. Imagine this. If you read only 10 pages daily, by year's end, you finish 12 to 15 books, far more than those waiting for free time. If you save just $1 a day, after a year you won't just have some money. You'll have built a financial habit even better than many high earners who never start. That is the power of compounding. A small change, when repeated daily, becomes unstoppable momentum. Just like Ahmed's grandfather polishing the chariot stroke, adding light until it shines like new ore. Lives too can be reshaped, little by little, until transformed. So, if you ever feel stuck, if you think you're just average, remember Ahmed, don't try to change everything in one night, or you'll burn out. Instead, ask yourself, what small thing can I do today to be 1% better? Because greatness is never built in a day. It is created step by step, habit by habit, through consistent actions. And someday when you look back, you'll be amazed to realize those small steps carried you to the great success you always dreamed of. The final message from Ahmed's story is clear. Success is not about intensity, but about consistency. Big actions can create short-lived sparks, but only small steps repeated daily can build lasting strength. Remember this. Greatness is not created in one moment. It is built every day from small choices, small habits, small actions that accumulate into a transformed life. Just 1% today, then 1% tomorrow, and you will create a leap you once thought impossible. Apply this in your life. Read a few pages instead of scrolling endlessly. Spend 5 minutes exercising instead of lying down tired. Save a small amount instead of waiting for a big salary to begin. These are not just simple actions, they are seeds of the future. A year from now, you'll look back and see how far you've come, and it all began with one small decision. If today you feel stuck or just ordinary, remember Ahmed. Don't wait for a miracle to change your life overnight. Ask yourself, what small thing can I do today to be 1% better? Because success does not come from sudden explosions. It comes from persistence, from steady, repeated effort every single day. And one day, when you look back, you will smile knowing it was those small steps that carried you to the greatness you once longed for. Your 1% today is your 100% tomorrow. Looking back at Ahmed's journey, we see a priceless truth. Great success is nothing more than the sum of small improvements practiced daily. We often think life requires a dramatic breakthrough or one golden opportunity. But in reality, it is the patient, ordinary steps that open the way to greatness. If you improve just 1% each day, after 1 year, the results will surpass imagination. 1% is not just a number, it is a principle for life. It teaches us that success does not come from haste or fleeting resolutions, but from steadiness and endurance. After 1 year, that 1% makes you 37 times stronger than before. Picture this. Read 10 pages a day, and after 365 days, you've read dozens of books. Save a little each day, and you won't just have money, you'll have a firm financial habit. Train a little each day, and both your body and spirit will become stronger. These small things, when repeated, become unstoppable force. So if life feels heavy today, pause and ask yourself, what small step can I take right now to be 1% better? Maybe it's a short workout, a page of reading, a quiet prayer, or a simple act of kindness. Every small effort matters. Greatness is not built in one day. It is built step by step, choice by choice, habit by habit. And someday, as you look back, you'll realize it was those small, faithful steps that created the great leap you always dreamed of. Big success is nothing more than small progress done consistently. Your 1% today is your 100% tomorrow.